President Donald Trump ignited a political firestorm Tuesday, unleashing a blistering attack on Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat, New York, after she called for his impeachment over U.S. military strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. From Air Force One en route to the NATO summit in the Netherlands, Trump posted a scathing message on Truth Social, questioning Ocasio-Cortez's intelligence and daring her to pursue impeachment. Ocasio-Cortez labeled Trump's decision to authorize airstrikes on Iran's Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan nuclear sites without congressional approval a grave violation of the Constitution's War Powers Clause. In a Saturday post on X, she argued the strikes risked a generational war, stating, "He has impulsively risked launching a war that may ensnare us for generations. It is absolutely and clearly grounds for impeachment." Article 1 of the Constitution grants Congress the power to declare war, fueling her claim that Trump's actions were illegal. Trump's response was fierce. He called Ocasio-Cortez one of the dumbest members of Congress, accusing her of envying his administration's victories. He wrote, "The Democrats aren't used to winning, and she can't stand the concept of our country being successful again." Trump also suggested she return to Queens, New York, to fix its filthy, disgusting, crime-ridden streets, claiming she neglects her district. He nicknamed her the Mouse, and challenged her to take the cognitive test he claims to have aced at Walter Reed Medical Center. The president didn't limit his attacks to Ocasio-Cortez. He targeted Representatives Jasmine Crockett, Democrat, Texas, and Ilhan Omar, Democrat, Minnesota, questioning their qualifications and backgrounds. Trump taunted Ocasio-Cortez to focus on her own political vulnerabilities, like a potential primary challenge, rather than targeting him or Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. He ended his post defiantly, daring Democrats to impeach him again. "Make my day." The controversy stems from Saturday's U.S. strikes on Iran, which Trump called a spectacular military success. Using B-2 stealth bombers and Tomahawk missiles, the operation aimed to cripple Iran's nuclear program. Trump claimed the sites were completely obliterated, but Iranian officials minimized the damage, saying no critical nuclear materials were affected. The strikes escalated tensions in the Israel-Iran conflict, which intensified on June 13 with Israeli attacks on Iranian targets. The constitutional debate hinges on the War Powers Act and Congress's authority over military action. Democrats like Representatives Ro Khanna, Democrat, California, and Sean Casten, Democrat, Illinois, echo Ocasio-Cortez's view that Trump's unilateral strikes were illegal. Some Republicans, including Senators Lindsey Graham and Mike Johnson, defend Trump's commander-in-chief powers to counter threats. However, GOP Representatives Thomas Massie, Republican, Kentucky, and Warren Davidson, Republican, Ohio, have joined Democrats in calling the strikes unconstitutional without congressional approval. Impeachment seems unlikely, as Democrats lack a congressional majority. Trump, impeached twice in his first term, over Ukraine aid allegations in the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot, was acquitted both times. He framed the current push as a distraction from his administration's successes, claiming Democrats' low poll numbers reflect public disapproval. The clash has sparked debate over presidential power and U.S. foreign policy. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi condemned the strikes as a violation of international law, warning of potential retaliation, possibly targeting U.S. bases or disrupting oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised Trump's bold decision as a historic move against Iran's nuclear threat. Ocasio-Cortez remains unyielding, accusing Trump on X of betraying promises to avoid foreign wars. She mocked his response, writing, "Mr. President, don't take your anger out on me, I'm just a silly girl." Her stance has rallied progressive Democrats but drawn GOP criticism, with Republicans arguing the strikes were necessary to curb Iran's nuclear ambitions. As the NATO summit unfolds, global leaders are watching. The UN Security Council and International Atomic Energy Agency have urged de-escalation, while allies like Saudi Arabia and China voice concerns over regional stability. The Trump-Ocasio-Cortez showdown continues to dominate headlines, shaping U.S. policy debates and public opinion.